Hello Sagittarius. I'm going to do you a little bit of astrology before going to the tarot. So these are collective readings. They're not going to resonate with everyone. I usually find that the astrology covers more areas, if you will, in different ways. But I'd always check your sun, moon, rising and your Venus. Get a better overview. But yeah, then we'll pull the tarot. But again, collective readings, not going to resonate with everyone. And you might find you might pick out certain little messages from all of it, but not necessarily the whole lot. So just be mindful of that and don't make it fit. This is hosted, bring you clarity, not confusion. So for you, Sagittarius, I'm going to do a simple version because I am running out of time and I'll be honest with you, I am shattered today. So for Sagittarius, what the planet's doing, in March, you've got Mars moving into your 4th house of home, family. So emotions. So you might find more activity, could be tension or just a bit more tension, devil energy, a bit more focus on the home. Planet Venus moves into your 5th house of romance, fun and creativity on the 6th of March. So things get a little bit lighter, sweeter and more playful. So that's lovely. The sun moves into your 5th house, March the 20th. So energy shifts from emotional to creative and fun. So that's all good. And Jupiter, who is your ruling planet, that goes direct on March the 10th and life speeds up again. Optimism and momentum return. Leo energy there. So I don't know if you've got Leo somewhere in your chart. The major event really for March is the lunar eclipse in Virgo on the 3rd. So that's hitting your 10th house. You can expect some big changes or even endings, finishing in career or like your reputation. It's not something big changes or finishes, but it's something around your career or reputation. So it can be a project you've been working on. It's something that finishes. It's something that brings clarity. It brings a turning point. It's something big and like in a positive way in terms of reputation, something about reputation. So your houses that are going to be activated, it's the 4th house of home, family, emotions. So that's going to be active early in the month. So this is a time for reflecting, a time for looking at changes that need to be made in the home, emotional processing. Then you've got the 10th house that around the eclipse, the time of the eclipse. So the 10th house puts the focus on career. So that eclipse can bring a really important shift in terms of career. And then you've got, after the 6th of March, you'll feel lighter. The moon, something might come to the surface. You'll feel lighter when it comes to romance, creativity and joy in general. So I have touched on Chiron for all the signs. Chiron, the wounded healer planet. The theme in 2026 is healing of wounds in general. So especially heals around self-worth and past emotional pain. It sort of like brings old stories back up so that you can heal them. It's not to cause more hurt, it's so that you can heal them. So there's no big Chiron sign change this year, but its ongoing influence will encourage that deep inner healing as it stays stagnant. So if you have Chiron in Sagittarius, it especially deals with wounds. This is if you have Chiron in your chart. It deals with wounds around belief in your self-confidence, of your path, feeling misunderstood. And the healing comes through learning, through exploring and sort of reconnecting with your purpose. So in one sentence, March, it's going to push you inwards first, home, family, and then it gives you a turning point in your career. And then it opens up fun, romance, creativity. And all this is happening while Chiron is helping you to heal old emotional patterns. So I have just done the astrology in half the time I've done it for the others. Sorry about that. Oh, communication. Sorry about that if you do like the astrology, but yeah, I need to speed this one along. So Sagittarius energy in March. Sagittarius energy in March, please. Ooh, Okay, we've got Six of Cups, memories of the past. Eight of Pentacles, could be something to do with children, something you've been working on, you're reviewing something. So I'm getting a bit there, Aries. So take it as it resonates, different things. So I've got someone in their energy, they could have children, could be significant. Memories of the past could be significant. And reviewing something work-wise could be significant for some of you. Empress energy at the bottom of the deck. What is around Aries? Not Aries, Sagittarius. What is around? Could have Aries in your chart. What is around Sagittarius? Could be dealing with an Aries. What? Oh, the world. So something, a cycle closing out around you. Someone around you could be closing out a cycle. What you don't see coming is Three of Wands. There could be travel on the horizon for you, or ships coming in, something that you've been waiting for. What is your blessing at this time? Ooh, Queen of Cups. You've got a Queen of Cups in your life. What is the challenge around this time? Challenge around this time for Sagittarius. The Hierophant. Challenge, learning something. Something you might not want to learn, something you might not want to see. This could be Chiron being activated. This inner healing. And what is with that is small steps, like starting from the beginning. Something that pushes you that far inwards, you sort of feel like you're starting from the beginning, that reborn energy. What you need to release at this time. Seven of Swords. What you need to embrace. Seven of Cups. So with the sevens, that's all about control, personal growth, advice, and advice. Eight of Swords, free yourself from something. Okay, Sagittarius. What is this? This Six of Cups, Eight of Pentacles. Six of Cups, Eight of Pentacles for Sagittarius. Six of Cups, Eight of Pentacles for Sagittarius. Page of Pentacles. Again, I'm just getting someone going back to the beginning. What are we going back to? Seven of Swords in the reverse. Coming clean about something. Knight of Cups. Taking action in love. Justice, Libra. On the world, something closes out. Justice. Could be dealing with a Libra. Justice, there's some kind of justice as a cycle closes out, or this justice brings something to an end. Four of Pentacles. That's somebody holding on to something. Someone's been holding on to something and doesn't feel like they need to hold on to it anymore. What is it? What is it? This is somebody around you. Someone been holding on to you, Sagittarius. Ace of Swords, truth, clarity in a situation. It's like something is coming to an end. You have got you with the Seven of Swords in reverse, in your energy. Then you've got the Ace of Swords. There's justice. There's definitely a lot of air energy. Definitely some kind of truth coming to light, and it closes out a cycle. This could be childhood friendship, could be long-term relationship, something that's been worked on over time. Could have children involved, could be children involved. I'm the justice there, legal contract could be wedding, marriage, you know, that kind of thing. I feel like something closing out. It's either not that something is coming to an end completely. If anyone's resonating with this, for some of you, it will be that the union is actually coming to an end. But for some people, it will be that particular season of that relationship is coming to an end. And with this truth, with this not being deceptive, the Knight of Cups is there. That's taking loving action towards someone. That's, oh, my ears just bright red. That's, can be somebody making an effort to actually bring the security back, because the Four of Pentacles is in the reverse as well. So someone making an effort to put security, stability back into a partnership. So there is that. If you are ending something. It's that you are not, your person is not holding on as tightly as what they once were. Your person is sort of like leaving it up to the scales of justice and letting it play out. Travel or waiting for something. You've got King of Swords energy. That's someone, this is what you don't see coming. You've got the Five of Cups. There could be travel for either you or someone that you're involved with, and this person is going to look like they are very much in control. Three of Cups, they're going to look like they're celebrating, like they're happy, but the Five of Cups is there. So on the outside, could be you, could be a person, but on the outside, someone is showing happiness. They're showing they're having a good time out with friends, partying, but on the inside, they're feeling that Five of Cups. That is loss, it's regret, it's sadness, it's loneliness, isolation, but they're putting on this King of Swords. Switch the roles as needed, but putting on this controlled, this cool, this calm, this logical thinking King of Swords energy. So that is actually what you don't see. Whoever it is, you or whoever, this person is not responding in the way you would have expected. Or if it's the other way around, they would have expected of you. There's something different about it, but there is definitely a lack of honesty. Even if it's about feelings in the aftermath, there is a lack of honesty in how someone is really feeling. So your blessing at this time is Queen of Cups. Tell me about this Queen of Cups. Two of Wands, Queen of Cups, planning energy. So no matter what goes on here, 10 of Wands, no matter how burdened you feel, you're still going to be, Hermit. You're going to go in, do the inner work on yourself. You're still going to be making plans. And above all else, you're still going to have an open heart. You're still going to be attracting that abundance to yourself. You're still going to be loving. This is basically not something that's going to turn you cold. It's not a situation that's going to turn you cold. Your challenge, however, is the Hierophant. Why is the Hierophant in the challenge position? Why is the Hierophant in the challenge position? Two of Swords in the reverse, because you're not seeing something. You're not taking the blindfold off. In other words, you're refusing to look and learn a lesson, something, Six of Cups, that you should have learned over time. It's a long lesson, and you've got to just look a bit closer at something, possibly some introspection, and your actions, behaviours, the way you're presenting yourself. There's something that you need to learn, but you're finding it a challenge, and it's because you're fearful. You're fearful of actually learning this lesson, and probably fearful of what you look like after you've learned this lesson. It's stepping out of your comfort zone with something. What is this lesson about? What is this lesson in regards to? What is this lesson? You've got Queen of Swords, Ten of Pentacles, the Hanged Man, Pisces energy. Looking at something from a new perspective. Ten of Pentacles. What you want for your future. Queen of Swords, getting honest with yourself. Being honest with yourself. You haven't been honest with yourself. I don't think you've known how to be honest with yourself. But you're starting to look, or you need to look at something from a new perspective, because whatever you've been doing hasn't fully been working to get you to this Ten of Pentacles, this family, this security, legacy vibes, long-term relationship vibes, or the long-term relationship just hasn't been, you haven't seen it for what it is. You haven't seen it for what it is. With the moon there, I'm sort of getting like illusion vibes. There's something. And now you're opening your eyes. No, sorry. You need to open your eyes to it, but you're refusing to. You're refusing to see something. You have been refusing to see something for what it is, but that Queen of Swords is there. You're in your head thinking about it. You're not openly admitting that you sort of know what the issue is, even if that issue is with yourself. I'm not saying that it is, but some of you might do that introspection, and it's not a case of placing blame or shifting blame. This could be a case of you seeing what you could have done better, as well as what your person could have done better, and you taking accountability for it. But the problem comes with that is when you can take accountability but your partner can't. That was a story and off. So after all this, we sort of start back at the beginning for something, with something. Queen of Cups again, yeah. So you revisit like what you want in a relationship, friendship, whatever, partnership, work-wise. I'm not going to take all them, but you go back to the beginning. Like I said, this situation has not closed off your heart. It's still kept you, despite what's happened. 9 of Wands, the wounded warrior, you're still keeping going. You're not defeated, and you're definitely not letting it turn your heart icy cold. Ace of Pentacles, stability, security, brand new opportunity. So there could be something work-wise coming up as well for you. You could totally go back to the drawing board. The 10th house is there, hitting the career. That brings the eclipse. Around the eclipse brings an important shift. So that could be that. And with the Queen of Cups energy, you could end up being given or stumbling upon an opportunity that is something close to your heart, something that you're going to love doing. Yeah, it's just a very caring, a very caring energy, something that you care about. 9 of Wands, it could be something that you've made attempts at before and it hasn't worked out. And again, it's not knocked your confidence. It's not knocked your ability to like keep proceeding forward, if you will. And I feel like there's something that you're just going to give one more go to. You're just going to give it one more go. So what you need to release is this 7 of Swords. 7 of Swords, please, for Sagittarius. Why? So this is a bit of a devious energy. Why the 7 of Swords for Sagittarius? Ooh, the Fool. God, look at state of my hair. What am I doing on here like this? Oh, the Fool. So yeah, time to come clean about something. It is time to come clean about something for you to start a new fool's journey, to have a brand new journey. Some of you, it will be with your person, clean slate. Some of you, it will be as a single person. And you've got the 8 of Pentacles. So we're reviewing, we're assessing, where do we go next? This is how far we've come. Can I go further with this person? Or from here on out, do I go further on my own? But it is something that is causing you stress. So you need stress and sleepless nights. So you need to make a decision sooner rather than later. Then you have got, what you need to embrace is the 7 of Cups. Your choices, 9 of Cups, choices and options, wish fulfillment. You need to look at alternatives, look at alternative ways of doing something. If there's something that you want to do that doesn't quite fit in with your partner's plans, is there adjustments that can be made that pleases you both? Or is this something that you do independently? 10 of Swords, and you just sort of like walk away from the past, walk away from previous connections. Give us one more. Emperor. So Aries energy, could be dealing with an Aries. I've already said that earlier as well about something. And you had the Fool. So yeah, you could have Aries very strongly in your chart, or you're dealing with an Aries. Yeah, you have got choices. Whatever you decide, your 9 of Cups, your wish fulfillment, you're almost there, is almost there. But there is a bit of a warning about, with that 10 of Swords on top of the 7 of Cups, be wary of illusions, delusions, people selling you a dream. You do have the Emperor energy. That could be one of these options leads you into your own Emperor energy, or it could be somebody is a bit deceitful and they give off this impression of the Emperor, and that isn't actually, they're not actually at Emperor status. So just use your discernment on anybody new coming into your life. Temperance, yeah, take your time meeting anybody new, take your time getting to know somebody. Your advice is this 8 of Swords. So your advice is to free yourself from something. What just flew out then? Free yourself. You did have, it did come out in the reverse. So free yourself from the 10 of Cups. So family life, happy home life, love, things coming in the way that you wanted. It's a very, oh my God, it's a very emotional card. Anyway, that's something you have to free yourself from. What you thought your 10 of Cups looked like doesn't necessarily look the way you thought it would. And then you've got the 8 of Swords. Again, you need to free yourself from being so laser focused on an outcome, because outcomes, judgment, can look different. They can be regenerated, they can be rebirthed, they can be revamped, they can, it's recreated, starting again. I get a very strong element of starting again. Life speeds up again. 10th of March, King of Cups. You could have a water sign. Could be dealing with a water sign, or a water sign coming into your life. Well, that is just that you actually, after this rebirth, after this looking, reevaluating and planning to do something in another way, that you reach King of Cups energy, you reach your level of emotional intelligence, because there was something there about not being totally honest about stuff, a little bit of deceit there. So it could be that after whatever plays out here, you actually level up and reach a level of emotional intelligence with that King of Cups energy. So that is your reading, Sagittarius, and that still went on a while. So we'll just pull some numerology and see if anything relates to what we've just talked about. I think I've done too much talking today. My throat's like, your hard work is paying off. Your hard work is paying off, Sagittarius, and communication is key. So there is a lot of communication in this reading anyway, so I expect nothing else. I do feel like it's going to be a communication heavy month for you. So whatever happens, Sagittarius, have patience with yourself and go gentle with yourself. I will see you next month.